Have you ever wondered if you're earning what you should be, or perhaps how your income stacks up to others in your stage of life? Well, here's a thought for you. What if I told you there are clear benchmarks that can show you exactly where your income stands at each life milestone? Curious? Stick around because today, we're unpacking the income benchmarks for every stage of life, so you can plan smarter, dream bigger, and maybe even sleep easier. Alright, before we jump in, let's be real for a second. Money can be an uncomfortable topic, right? But the truth is, understanding income trends and benchmarks is critical. Not just to stay competitive, but to also align your financial goals with reality. Whether you're just starting your career, growing in your peak earning years, or winding down into retirement, knowing these benchmarks can help you make the right financial move. And today, we're making it simple, relatable, and absolutely actionable. Okay, first up, the early career stage, ages 18 to 24, the start of life as an adult. You might be finishing school, starting an entry-level job, or even dabbling in side hustles. Here's the thing. Income here is typically modest because, well, you're just getting your feet wet. The average income in this age group usually hovers around $25,000 to $35,000 annually if you work full-time. Now, if you've picked up specialized skills or jumped into tech industries, think coding, data analysis, or software development, you might find yourself on a higher track, closer to that $40,000 to $50,000 range. But here's the key takeaway for this stage. It's not about making bank just yet. It's about building the foundation. Focus on gaining skills, networking, and maybe even saving a little bit. Yes, even if it's just a few dollars a month. Compounding works miracles over time. Trust me, the future you will thank you for starting early. Welcome to your prime building years. By the time you're in your mid-20s to early 30s, you're likely settling into a career, climbing the ladder, or maybe you've even started exploring entrepreneurship. This is an exciting phase because incomes typically start rising significantly. For this age group, the average annual salary is usually around $50,000 to $65,000, with high performers or those in booming industries like tech, law, or finance pushing that number well into the $80,000 to $100,000 plus range. But here's a quick financial reality check. With rising income also comes rising expenses. Think about it, you might buy a car, get married, rent, or even buy a home. Suddenly those dollars are flying out faster than you expected. Make sure you're budgeting well and building your emergency fund. And if you're not investing yet, start today, even if it feels small. Alright, now we're entering the power decade, ages 35 to 44. By this stage, most people are deep in their chosen careers, or maybe even leading teams or running their own businesses. This is often when you start to see your hard work translating into higher earning power. For this group, the average income lands somewhere between $65,000 to $80,000 a year. But again, industry matters. If you're in senior management, tech, or medical professions, you could be looking at an annual income closer to $100,000 to $150,000, or even higher. One major focus here is growing your net worth. That means contributing heavily to retirement savings, minimizing unnecessary debt, and perhaps even diversifying through side investments like real estate or stocks. Oh, and don't forget, this is also prime time to think about future goals. Dreaming of early retirement? Now's the time to get strategic. So here we are, your peak earning years, ages 45 to 54. Statistically, this is where most people hit their top earning capacity. Why? Well, you've likely cultivated years of expertise, built solid networks, and established yourself as an authority in your field. The average income in this stage falls around $70,000 to $100,000, with many people earning upwards of $150,000 or more, especially if you're in executive or specialist roles. But here's the rule of thumb for this stage. It's not just about making money, it's about keeping and growing it. While it might be tempting to upgrade your lifestyle, dream vacations and luxury cars, be mindful about lifestyle inflation. Put your money to work with smart investments because the clock is ticking toward retirement. Next stop, the pre-retirement phase, ages 55 to 64. This is where financial stability should ideally outweigh income growth. Many people are still working, but some may begin transitioning into semi-retirement or cutting back on hours. For full-time workers, the average salary in this range remains strong, roughly $65,000 to $80,000, depending on your role or industry. However, income may decrease slightly compared to earlier years as people shift into fewer work hours or part-time roles. The golden rule here? Debt-free is the way to be. Pay off mortgages, credit cards, or any lingering loans. And of course, max out those retirement contributions. This is a pivotal time to ensure your financial safety net is ready for the years ahead. Finally, the retirement years, 65 and up. By now, salary might not be as relevant, but income from investments, retirement funds, and Social Security become the main lifeline. On average, retirees spend around $50,000 to $60,000 annually, though this can differ drastically depending on lifestyle, location, and healthcare needs. Your goal: enjoy the fruits of decades of smart planning while ensuring your money lasts. And if you've invested strategically earlier in life, you might even have extra funds to travel or give back to causes close to your heart support family. So there you have it, income benchmarks that can guide you through every stage of life. But honestly, here's the big takeaway. No matter what stage you're at, it's never too late to take control of your financial trajectory. Whether it's learning how to save better, negotiating a raise, or starting an investment portfolio, every small action adds up over time. And if you're ready to start building a smarter financial future, why not take one small step today? There's no better time than now, and trust me, your future self will be grateful. Thanks for sticking around.